You are listening to the Jobbers Court Podcast, part of the W2M Network. We're a podcast for wrestling fans old and new. Court is now in session. Right, hello and welcome to Jobbers Court. We got a very special episode for you today. You know, we were sitting around this week and we were really trying to go back and forth on a lot of topics, and we just kind of decided this week we wanted to have a little fun. So I'm Rasquatch, the King of Jobbers Court, joined as always by my two other co-hosts, the Man of 1,004 Nicknames, as well as the Wise Old Owl of Wrestling. And we have a special treat for you today. We're going to be doing a retro wrestling review, watching the first episode of Monday Night Raw kind of live here on the podcast. So what I'd recommend is you could go ahead and start up Nitro episode 1 once we get started, and we're just going to give our comments as that plays through. So you're going to hear us count down here, and once we do that, go ahead and click play when we click play. So, on top of that, just wanted to try something new. We're going to try our hand at talking through commentary in a match, so we're going to get in character. Yes, it's going to be fantastic. So, then, after that, we'll have some open topics. There's a few things to talk about. I know I personally want to talk about WWE's potential revamping of King of the Ring, a couple of those types of things, but for now, how are you guys before we get started?
How nasty.
How nasty.
It's outstanding.
Is that your Matt Hardy voice? Delete.
I knew you'd say that, Brother Nero.
And Cedric, how are you doing?
I think that actually sounded more like Willow than Matt.
Yeah, I would say Willow is a good. Good Lord, man!
The wicked witch of the far west.
Of the far west, of the Great White North.
Well, I guess we're north and west.
How about northwest?
You're gonna go 8 points the compass on me, eh? All right then, northwest it is. I'll allow it. All right, so. As we were saying, we're going to cover, it's about a 45-minute episode here, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Get your fingers ready. Get the network, yes. You're
I've got
nasty.
blisters on my
Anyway.
fingers.
That's also nasty. Anyway, so go ahead and get the episode queued up, 45 minutes and 4 seconds. We're starting at 0, and once you get it loaded, we're going to give you just a little bit of time. You might have to pause the podcast. And for us, though, you guys ready?
Ready.
All right, we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, click play. And here it is. So, starts out with this brilliant lightning show. Hulk Hogan
Oh my gosh!
tearing away his shirt.
Fire.
Oh, man.
Three lights exploding. I
So
don't know if I'm watching wrestling or Ghostbusters right now.
that is a good one, especially when I saw Vader. You had the Stinger splash there. And then, now, I will say the opening production value on this is pretty damn exciting, considering this is 1995, yeah. And so, Mall of America, what do you guys think about that as a wrestling venue?
I would have never thought so, but I mean, there's a ton of people in there, and the fact that it's got the multiple layers kind of reminds me of the ECW hall,
A little bit.
the bingo hall.
Look at that guy.
Yeah, look at that guy in the back that looks like Mongo McMichael, but skinny. It's like they're twins. It's like if Mongo had just lost about 200 pounds.
The guy to the left of him almost looks like a real skinny Chris Benoit.
I thought about it and I didn't know what to say, but I thought about it. Look at Bobby the Brain Heenan, man.
Yep. That's the man right there. So, I don't know what I think about Mongo in general as a commentator or as a wrestler, but the buzzer's a nice touch. Look at Eric Bischoff just looking like a dweeb.
Eric Bischoff misses that nice black silky hair.
Oh, come on. You know he enjoys being a silver fox.
Yep. Who doesn't? I mean, I'm there now, so I gotta enjoy it. I got no choice.
I'm not gonna pause it, but to the left of Bobby Heenan, that guy has a sweet stash.
He does. I saw it. And then I'm wondering if that's a fat Weird Al Yankovic there, kind of in between Bobby Heenan and Eric Bischoff there. He keeps peeking his glasses and head out. Man, look how different the crowd looks back in '95. Gosh.
Is it really that different, though? I mean, other than a few hairstyles.
Look at the hairstyles and clothing and all that, like just of the crowd. Oh, here it is.
Buddy.
Dude, this is the kind of stuff that...
Here comes Jushin Thunder Liger.
Can you believe this dude's still wrestling?
Yeah.
He was just wrestling at Dallas.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Dude's like, he's got to be 50, huh?
Yeah, he's up there.
So, yeah, man, this was...
play on a cardboard.
It was 21 years ago.
Dude, but you know what I like about this? This is the kind of stuff that you would see. Like if a company was starting, you know what I mean? Like they will ask for permission
to
do something in a mall.
Sure.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Well, I think you have it. I think you have it in the mall because you're probably scared to even know if you're going to sell tickets. I'm pretty sure this was a free show. I'm guessing they just had the people come from the mall.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's great advertisement, great way to get your product out there.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ding, ding.
I wish Jeff Hardy would have been there. He would have probably jumped from the second story.
Now, have they already announced a cruiserweight division at this point, or are these just two small wrestlers?
I think this was just the opening matchup. I don't think they had the cruiserweight division in yet. Oh, like cartwheel kick there.
Right to the earlobe. It's precision right there.
Oh,
I mean, precision beats power every time.
I have the volume turned almost all the way down, and I still heard that slap. Oh, look at that speed. Yep. Oh, he waited for him a little bit there.
Yeah, Brian's kind of pausing.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because, it's not like Flying Brian's a big guy, but he looks big compared to Jushin there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, back then, Cruiserweight was 225, right?
What's that?
Back then, Cruiserweight was 225, right?
It kind of fluctuates. I know it depends on what part you're talking about, because there's times when Cruiserweights couldn't be, like, over 210, and then there's 227. Like, the light heavyweights in WWF were, like, had to be 227 or less. Whereas in this, I think it was kind of like roundabout that 220. I don't think they ever really went out and actually gave a specific weight limit.
Whoever showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Oh. That's a really bad hurricane.
Yeah, he botched that slightly.
Oh, man. Yeah, he did.
1, 2. Oh. Is that Neil Patrick? Yeah, it is.
What? Harris?
Crazy.
Look at that security guard out there. That dude ain't beating nobody up.
All blurred.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
That was pretty full, man. That mall was pretty full.
Yeah, well, say if you had a free show to watch the first ever episode of a live show, heck yeah, I'd be all over it too. That's a gigantic dude in a pink shirt that was out there in the crowd. Oh, so I love Liger's style. This was the first. I never knew how to describe it as a kid because you didn't see wrestling like this. So you're like, yeah, I just like whatever it is this dude's doing. But now we're older. You recognize that mixture of lucha and Japanese style is pretty awesome.
Indeed.
I always
thought. I want to make sure I'm at the right spot as you guys. I think I might be slightly ahead or slightly behind. I'm not sure. But he's got him in the surfboard right now, right?
Yeah, he's got him in the surfboard.
Yeah. I think I'm a second ahead.
Yeah, I think you're a very split second ahead of me anyway. I think
when you said 3, 2, 1, I hit 1, and then you said play.
Yeah, you got a little premature. That's okay though. It happens to the best of us. So you'll only be a second ahead.
Liger on the outside and Cannonball.
Oh, you're really ahead of me.
You're way ahead.
I am.
Yeah, you need to click pause for about.
So you tell me when he does the Cannonball.
He just did the Cannonball.
Did it.
He's rolling back into the ring.
No, not yet. He's rolling back in the ring.
You tell me when Brian stands up.
Brian
on both feet.
has stood up to both feet.
All right, here we go. There we go. All right,
there we go. Now we're in sync. Trying to get the edge on us there. Oh,
what the heck?
oh goodness.
Attempted suplex and whoa boy. Brian almost didn't get him up there.
Nope. He's kind of heavy in the midsection.
Flying Brian right here.
There he goes.
Flying cross body. That was sick.
Flying Brian looks like if Psycho Sid was a little bit smaller and a little bit younger. There he goes.
Yeah, like a little cousin or something.
No, I mean it's like him and Shawn Michaels could be brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you look at Michaels in '95.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he was much bigger chested.
Oh,
barrel chested, if you will.
Soprano. Ooh. Oh goodness, I couldn't imagine getting crotched on one of those things. That would just ugh. Oh, superplex. Yeah. Man, for '95, like this is insane. Oh. Brian's eyes.
This is a pretty fast-paced match.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Brian's eyes were wide open on that one. He knew he wasn't getting pinned.
Yeah.
I always like the sound of the mat in WCW when it will hit.
That's because it was a hard-ass mat, from what I understand. I heard a lot of guys talk about it. Oh,
shit! Had a pretty big spring tension on the bottom, though, I think.
I never liked the way this referee counted.
Nope, kick out.
It's Nick Patrick, the referee.
Nick Patrick Harris.
Yeah. Oh, look at you chopped him in the throat. Good lord.
Yeah.
Oh, why chopped to the spine?
we gotta warm up for later. Oh, powerbomb.
Powerbomb.
Oh man.
Liger bomb.
That wasn't the Liger bomb because the Liger bomb's got the underhooks on it when he does it, right?
Yeah, it does. It's like the Isn't the Liger bomb? Yeah, it's like the Pro River Plunge.
It's just a Tiger bomb, right?
The double underhook. Yeah, power bomb.
And then he runs. Sometimes he runs towards the turnbuckles, right? Oh my gosh!
Oh, here we go.
Old school freak.
Dragon Rana. He almost kind of smacked his head on the mat there.
Yeah, a little bit.
He did.
I don't know. Was this the first time they did Nitro live?
Yeah, it was the first episode of Nitro, period. And it was live. Very first episode. They had been doing like Saturday night, whatever it was called, Shotgun Saturday Night maybe, I don't remember, but I know WCW had been doing mainly like a Saturday night show for a long time that was taped, and they just straight up said, "Hey, oh, jeez, man, you had superplexes, Dragon Ranas, Tornado DDTs, good lord," and the pace is just crazy in this match.
I wonder what Jim Cornette would think about this match, because this is a spot fest, if you ask me.
It's a spot fest, but you know what? There's all that intent to harm, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go. That was a nice
little sunset roll up.
Yeah. And can you believe it? A match ends with a roll up of doom there. But
actually, was that a sunset? No, it wasn't a sunset. That was an O'Connor roll, right?
I don't want to go back and look again. I thought it was a sunset flip, but it might have been an O'Connor roll. That an O'Connor roll kind of sounds like something I'd eat downtown.
Hey man,
at the sushi place.
I'm pretty sure Jushin Liger ate it.
Yeah.
Here it comes. They're going to show it for us. Here's the highlights.
From that backside, looks like the Ranger.
Elbow right on the top of the head on that crossbody off the rope.
Dude, that drop kick was pretty sick when he's coming off those.
That drop kick was, I think, probably one of the best moves in this match.
Oh, that's not a victory roll. That's okay.
Dude, let's stop talking about rolls, man. I'm hungry.
I should
have. If they have a Jushin Thunder Liger roll.
A Jushin Thunder Liger roll? I don't know, but it needs to be made. Oh, there's the stinger. Woo!
There's the stinger, baby.
His eyes were crazy as hell, man.
Oh yeah.
Hate to disagree, Sting, but
Kind of stole it
Bret
from
Hart,
like,
just that sharpshooter, much better than that.
Well,
that Scorpion Deathlock.
Technically, the Scorpion Deathlock is a cloverleaf, not a sharpshooter. There's a very subtle, distinctive difference between the two. It's the way you cross the legs over that makes all the difference in the world.
And also how much you bend the back.
Was,
That's
you don't put your
Malenko's
legs
move.
between. And there's Hulkster.
Yeah, there he is, selling Hulk Hogan's pizza there.
Yeah. Man, he was so skinny in WCW.
Well, it's because he lost all that weight, got off the roids.
Yeah.
He was probably maybe 285, you think, here? 290? Because I know he was supposed to be like 323 when he was wrestling in WrestleMania.
I don't even know if he looks that big, to be honest with you. I can see maybe like a 265, 275. I don't think he's any more than 280.
That's probably the price for that pizza per slice.
I got to use that Halkaroo.
See, back then, nobody cared about calories, man. You just ate.
Nah, he just ate whatever.
Trans fat, baby.
Jimmy Hart there, just, he's got holding that belt
Yeah.
up. Somebody's going to steal it.
Yeah, trying to get on TV. All the crowd in front of him.
I would have done it. Hulkaroos. Look at that smile that Bischoff has on his face right now.
Yeah. He's like, I'm making so much money right now.
Pastamania.
Pastamania. That's great.
Pasta maniacs, huh?
Is that like Pastafarians? I wonder. So now what do we got here? The United States Championship match. I don't remember this match.
I don't remember the show.
Well, I've watched it, but it's been about a year. I started watching, so I decided to be dumb and started watching Raw Weekly, Nitro Weekly, and ECW TV. Yep, there it is.
Rick Flair, woo!
I started watching all 3 shows weekly for the same week, and then watching all the pay-per-views in '95. So,
I'll tell you what, he really aged over the last 20 years.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, when
He
when
looks
you're
great right now.
when you're boozing every night and you're doing all that stuff,
Profiling, baby.
yeah, it's hard to look young. I guarantee that.
Hey guys, what number is your counter at?
What number is my counter?
Yeah, I'm at 14, 21,
Yep,
22.
22, 23.
Okay.
I'm about 2 seconds behind you, but it's okay. I'm not going to bother. I tell you what, that's just smart business to put it right there. All those people going up the elevator,
Yep.
I'm sure plenty of those people turned right back around and went back down and watched this.
Sting,
Yeah,
man.
what do you think of that outfit?
Bret Hart is pink. Bret Hart is pink. This guy's in purple.
Yeah.
I call that Pepto Bismol. What a or like
I'm surprised these two are opening the show, man.
you know that grape bubble gum you used to get in the bags, that Big League Chew. That's that's the
especially
color.
what his jacket looks like.
That's the color of his tights right now.
Yeah.
Ric Flair
Hall of
looked
Famer,
old.
Hall of Famer right here, guys.
Yep.
Ric Flair looked
Hey,
old when he was young.
I forgot. I didn't know this was. Oh, there he is. What
There
the
he
hell
is.
is he doing here?
What
So
is Lex Luger doing here?
so I won't lie to you. When I
Gave
saw
you that shirt.
when I saw
Why is
this,
he dressed up as Triple H?
yeah, when I saw this, I freaked out in '95 because
Yeah.
I was like, "What in the hell is he doing there?" Because I had no idea what was going on in wrestling and how all that stuff worked.
He was eating a pasta roux.
Apparently,
This was
apparently
a
the
year before I
wrestlers
started watching.
didn't know either, right? So he just showed up there. So like the reaction of Sting and
Yeah.
and,
Sting's like,
and
"What the
Rick
hell?"
are both. That's legitimate. They didn't know he
Yeah.
was going to be there.
Rick's like, I don't care, let's wrestle.
Yeah, he's like,
Sting's
"Come on,
just like,
get it-
what?
just get
He's
it
trying
done."
to figure out like if this is a shooter.
well, he's like, what's my buddy doing over there? Because he didn't want to hire Bischoff didn't want to hire Lex, but
yeah.
oh,
Or did he?
Yeah.
Woo!
Here goes.
Ric Flair's like, hurry up! I gotta return these tights to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. So this was before Crow Sting. So you didn't call that the Crow back then? What did he call that? Howl?
When he did it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This has been known as the Crow since.
Oh, it looked like he might have grabbed
Man.
Rick's junk on that one. Did you see that? Good
Hey.
Lord. Whatever you need to hold him up, I guess. Maybe that's why Sting's laughing.
He did it again because he likes it.
Oh, he got him again. He's definitely got a piece of.
That's right there. Oh,
He's
man.
got a piece of cod.
A handful.
Oh, take your hands off your mouth, man.
Yeah. The Rolex wearing.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
It's
The
funny.
last time I saw Sting was that?
Oh, I'll say it's funny because everybody always, for some reason, I always thought of Sting as more of a technical wrestler. Never. Not once was he ever like a really technical wrestler. Like, even in this time, he's more of a brawler, speed wrestler.
Yeah.
Maybe because he used that submission, I just always thought of him as being like a technical mat type guy.
Oh, no, he was all show, man.
All brawl all the time.
The sad thing about this is that you saw Sting, right? He jumped. He had a good height. Hit him about the chest collarbone area. Last time I saw Sting throw a drop kick at Ric Flair, it was almost like it was almost like in the chest area again, but this time it was because his chest was sagging.
Yeah.
This is more like a midsection.
Just above the belly button kind of thing. A little eye poke.
Oh, he's going to wear him out. Oh.
Woo! Just slap. Another one. Woo!
I swear to God.
And the third one.
Ric Flair knows a punch, he knows a chest chop, and he knows how to do a knee drop and a figure four. That's every
and elbow drop.
That's every Ric Flair match. Oh, he's getting Sting fired up now. How you gonna no sell him? Uh-oh.
And
well, I mean, he did tag with the
Gorilla
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. Oh.
Another one.
He's like,
Man.
come on.
Man, he's getting a handful every time he does that
sure
too.
Is.
It makes me
nice.
wonder if
Maybe
Ric
it's some
Flair
kind
wore a cup during this.
I don't know.
Still into the outside. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So maybe it's
I hope he did.
Maybe it's some kind of rib or something on Ric Flair. He keeps grabbing his stuff. Yeah, Sting is not having that.
Oh, eye poke.
That'll work. That'll stop anybody.
Oh yeah, another eye poke.
Oh.
Where's the referee on
Man,
this?
how many times are we going to do a gorilla press?
Jesus, oh my gosh.
Just shows the strength of him though. Going right through the middle
Which
row.
one? Rick or Sting?
Both?
Oh, his paint's coming off.
Yeah, he's sweating underneath all those lights. It's gotta be hot in there.
Yeah.
All those people around, no ventilation.
Splash. No effect.
No, he misses it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, one arm.
Bulldog. Oh, face crusher.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice elbow to the face.
To the face.
Take that for grabbing my junk.
See, now, here's a classic example of ring psychology, right? So Rick's catching his breath here, and Sting's like, all right, hey, I'm going to milk this for a while. Let's go ahead and sell that a little bit. We're going to let Rick take a breather. He's breathing heavy, so we're going to, just goes to add to the match, and you can extend it without having to be that blistering pace that the previous match was at. Although it was a great match, just these two guys don't need to wrestle that way.
I must say that view from above, beautiful golden hair.
Yeah, both of them.
And oh my gosh, it's a handful.
He does. He just has his junk. Ooh. He's just grabbing it. Oh.
Wow. Bam. Oh, he did not land right. Pretty much landed right on his hip.
Jesus.
Yeah, how many slams were... Oh, this is a gorilla press slam fest.
Gorilla slam fest? There's Arn Anderson.
Man. Well,
Luger's going to come out here. I'm going to come out here, too. Look at that tracksuit, man.
That was a nice attempt for a splash, but nobody home. I used to like Ric Flair's suplexes, man. They were nice.
Yeah, so you can hold them up there a while.
That's all spack and strength, too.
Oh,
Yeah, Sting
He
knows
didn't know it,
shit
right?
about that.
Oh,
Could this be?
gee, did Bobby Heenan say just the tip? Oh,
Yeah, he did. Wow. Tell you what, man. You forget how agile Ric
Yeah.
Flair used to be, too.
well, and how fast
Nice.
Sting was.
Punches in the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 for the money. Another monkey flip.
Yep,
Still talking about Lex Luger.
they are. Yep. I mean,
Watch the match, thank you.
that's obviously a big, obviously it'd be a big deal.
Mhm.
Lex coming out there.
Yeah.
Ric Flair tried to do something there.
Yeah,
Didn't
I'm
work
not
out
sure.
too.
Well, every time he goes to the top rope, it doesn't work out for him. So,
Or gets married.
yeah.
Yeah. Hung up on the top rope.
See, after all that, he just climbs down. He's like, "Ah, hell with it."
Yeah. Flips over. We're
Oh,
doing
no.
live.
Double block there. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
A little headlock takeover right into the. Hey, here we go. This was some good little reaction here.
There we go. Yeah, say some chain wrestling going on. Oh, you don't see a backslide very often.
Backslide.
No, you don't. Even the bridge up, you kind of don't see that much.
We see a lot more in the women more than the
Mhm.
men.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna. Yeah. Come on, Rick.
Here it comes.
Oh.
Wow, that's a big one. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Woo-hoo. That almost looked like it hurt Sting more than it hurt Rick.
Well, I probably had to protect him on the way down. I bet it did.
Yeah. Like banged his head or something.
How is
That's
Sting-
flat top.
How is Sting not breathing heavy, like, in the least? Like, look at him. He's not even
Great shape,
remotely
man.
tired. Because, I mean, earlier, Flair, was breathing a little bit heavy, but shit, Sting is just...
Yeah.
I think Ric Flair mentioned that once, and right in the Hall of Fame thing.
Yeah, I think so. I just, you always see people say that, but until you, like, actually see it.
Mm-hmm. Just ridiculous cardio.
Yep. Oh, he's turning it over already.
Yeah. Now I know you're not a big Lucha Underground fan, Wrath, but Cedric, how much does Cage remind you of an older version of 1995 Sting? Just that machine type mentality.
He's not nearly as athletic. Oh, match is over here. What's going on?
Oh, hey, Arn turning on Flair.
Look at that body, 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
that's the original dad bod right there.
I was saying that. Look at Flair. Just lets Arn just work him too.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! He just slapped him in the face.
Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
Dude, Arn's hitting
Chop
him
on the
pretty.
outside. They're
Arn's hitting him
tearing
pretty
him.
stiff with those shots. Yeah. Wow.
Best spine buster in the business.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't care who it is. Although Rox was pretty good, but Arn Anderson Spinebuster is just...
It's on another level.
Is
Is that Gerald Briscoe there on the outside?
I'll say
Watch Arn
there's
walking away.
Horace Hogan there.
Oh, Horace Hogan, man, that's a guy I haven't seen in a long time.
No, that's not Horace Hogan. That's what the hell was his name?
I would say Horace Hogan wasn't that big, was he?
No, not quite. He was in this guy, Scott Norton.
Okay.
Yeah, Scott Norton. He was in, I'll say, and he's gonna come out and start talking some trash to Mongo.
Oh, the Macho Man, rest in peace.
There he is. Oh man.
He just said mother effer.
Yeah.
If you read his
Oh, yeah.
lips, yeah, he absolutely did. Dig it.
Dig it. I say dig it a lot, and
Yeah.
I got it from Macho Man.
Yeah, Scott Norton was a monster in Japan. I mean, he was just an absolute. After he left WCW, he was just an absolute. I'm just a beast.
Yeah. I tell you what, man. I don't think
Macho Man.
My macho doing the monkey dance up there. I don't know.
No, that's not Briscoe. I thought it was, but
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no,
it's the hair.
Yeah.
The hair in the nose.
In the old age.
I tell you what, though, even in that live little ringside back talk, Macho Man's got just excellent promo skills, man.
Yep. Well, I mean, he always had one of the best times. Oh, here's Sabu. What a
Wow, I totally forgot that he was in WCW. I completely forgot all about that.
Yep. Man.
Yeah. The homicidal, suicidal, genocide.
I was saying, is this where they brought him out on the like they would bring him out on the stretcher with the Hannibal Lecter mask on, or was that in ECW?
I think that was ECW. I don't know if they ever did that. Like I said, I forgot that he was ever in WCW. That's a blast from the past right there, man.
Man, can you believe we're 27 minutes in already? That's madness. This is
Wow.
like this episode's flown by.
Mean Gene.
Yeah, there he
Mean Gene.
Black
I
Cat.
forgot they had wired
Mean Gene
microphones.
needs some hygiene. Look at that hair, man. It looks like he needs a good brush in there. Somebody should have helped him out in the back. His hair's all over the
I
place.
think his hair has actually gotten less gray over the years.
That's because he's bald on top, but he got plugs on the side just to say he has hair.
He painted that stash with the Sharpie.
Yeah.
There's a main event coming up then.
So, interesting. I always forget that you had Ric Flair and Sting were in the first episode of Nitro, and they were also in the last episode of Nitro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sting and the Macho Man Saturday night.
Yep. Fall Brawl with War Games. Underrated, by the way. I miss War Games.
Dude, if they brought War Games back to WWE, that would be ridiculous.
Well, isn't that kind of what Elimination Chamber was kind of supposed to replicate in a way? Just with single wrestlers instead of tag teams? Well, instead of two teams of people. What I thought was interesting, I watched one War Games where, you can't end the match until everybody gets in, no matter how much punishment the guy takes. So I remember watching one, and they put Earthquake in there, and I'm like, how in the hell? Well, he wasn't Earthquake. I don't remember what he was in WCW, but it's like, how in the hell are you going to put him in the ring first and make him wrestle a good 20 minutes in there? But
yeah, really.
What was his name here? I remember IRS.
Well, this is Mike Rotundo, but I don't know what they called him. I don't know what they called him actually here. I'm listening to the promo.
Yeah.
Mr. Wall Street.
Oh, Mr. Wall Street.
The IRS is going to be watching me real close.
That's a double pun.
Yeah. Michael Wall Street. I tell you what, I definitely see the resemblance of Bo Dallas, but it's tough to see Bray Wyatt in there.
When Bray doesn't have his beard, you can really see it. Oh, Big Bubba.
Wow. Boss man.
Man, another rest in peace. Holy crap, guys. How many good wrestlers have passed away, man?
So many. I saw a really cute photo the other day where I guess his granddaughter was holding, she had a thing of one of his figures, and it said, when your granddaughter doesn't realize she's holding her grandfather.
Yeah.
I think it was on like Twitter or something. I was following it. Man, I will say the production value of the show, pretty good for 95. Much better than Raw at this time. Raw's production value and all that was pretty crappy in 95. In fact, those shows in general were bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I was back still during the cartoon era.
Yeah, I mean, it was getting out of hand right around this time. 93 was pretty good. 95 was starting to go downhill, and then...
Was it 96 or 97 that they transferred? It was 97, right?
97 is when NWO came over and changed everything, yeah.
That darn title looks nice on Hogan.
Yep, sure does.
Not everybody can carry that title. That title looks... Some wrestlers look better with the title over their shoulder, but that title around the waist for some reason always looked good on Hogan.
That body looks pretty good on Hulk Hogan. I like how everyone's silent, right?
I'm just in awe, man. Like,
how skinny.
This is.
I would say,
yeah.
He's
real a great looking Hulk.
Well, I remember he was super skinny even when he was doing his Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
It's like he went on Nutrisystem or something.
Yeah.
This is when he wasn't afraid of showing the ball.
Yeah, that iconic horseshoe. The Hulk shoe.
He will not take that bandana off now.
What I love is look how freaking long his hair is with no hair on top.
Yeah.
It's like Paul Heyman.
It kind of still looks like a... Yeah. There you go. Crowd's going crazy.
Oh.
I love how he bleached his mustache, but not his eyebrows. Tell you what, that is some pretty good commentary for back then too.
So his shirt's coming off already, I see. On the boss man. So those suspenders got a hard job.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Whoa, he just about broke the ropes there.
So was I the only one who just forgot that Boss Man was in WCW?
No,
because I had no memory of it until I watched this episode and was like, oh crap, I forgot he was even in WCW.
You don't see this anymore either. The whole
the strength
finger lock,
the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
Yeah, man.
Roman knuckle.
There you go. Cold punches there in the corner. And a big old splash. Oh, man. I say he was never a Bam Bam Bigelow type athlete, but Boss Man could definitely move. What did they call him at the beginning of this match?
Big Bubba, was it?
Big Bubba?
Big Bubba was his name.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You know, it's funny because Boss Man might have had the fastest hands I've ever seen for a big guy.
Yeah. Butterbean aside.
Nah, Butterbean wasn't fast. He just knocked you the hell out.
Yeah, true enough.
Oh, nice thumb to the eye. Always stops up.
Yeah, I'll stop anybody, like Jesse Ventura used to say.
Yeah. You know, it's funny watching this match right after Sting versus Flair. Hogan and Sting really had a very, very similar kind of style. I mean, obviously Sting could lift Ric Flair a lot easier than Hulk could probably lift Big Bubba here, but as far as just the mannerisms and like in-ring character, a lot of similarities there.
That's all I know.
Commentary is talking about Kamala.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hogan sucks. You saw that? Hogan is a wimp.
I would say that's when all this stuff started, probably, you know, where his whole gimmick started to turn.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how Big Bubba just stayed there just for a moment.
Watching the John Cena 20 years ago.
Oh, shoot. What's up? What's up, ref? Don't touch the locks.
Oh, because Hulk was, he's getting a lot out of control.
Yeah.
But who the hell does that referee think he is? Well, here it goes.
He's just doing his damn job.
Ooh, goodness.
Oh, big boss.
Man.
There's a lot of weight coming down on you, man. There he goes again.
Does Baron Corbin do something similar that he goes down the ropes like that?
Yeah, he does. And
yeah, he just gives him a little slap.
Big ol' roundhouse right.
Mm-hmm. I think they call that a haymaker now, right?
Well, it was always called a haymaker, I think. But I'm just
Thank you.
channeling.
Good job.
I'm trying to channel my inner Gorilla Monsoon.
Let's to the face.
Tell you what, man, look at those pants on Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, I was saying it was just as nice as the jacket. Although, you know what's funny about Hogan? You ever notice how Hogan uses a lot of heelish tactics? And
Oh, yeah.
people don't really, because he used to do that back scratch thing that he would
Gosh,
do. where-
dang, look at that clothesline.
Man, look at that cell that he had right there.
Yeah,
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
In a freaking whiplash mode right there.
I was saying, Boss Man will oversell like crazy too. But
Yeah.
see, look, he just raked him in the face. Hulk's totally a villain.
I think it's one of those, as long as you're doing it to the bad guy, it's good, you know. This was the 90s.
Dolph Ziggler elbow like.
You would catch Bret Hart.
Said
doing
Dolph
crap
Ziggler
like
was
that.
not even around at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch! That always looked painful.
Yeah, and there's another heel with the freaking boot. I mean, yeah, really, if you didn't know Hulk Hogan was the man back then, and like you weren't a wrestling fan and you watched this, you'd probably be rooting for Big Bubba because he's the one kind of getting the business given to him.
Yeah.
Nice phantom knees to the midsection.
So my
nothing phantom about
my
that slam.
youngest didn't know who Hulk Hogan was, and so the first time he saw him, he called him Yellow Grandpa.
Yellow Grandpa, I believe that. Yep. Golden Gramps.
With all the little bears.
Yeah.
Oh my
There
gosh.
goes another splash.
Only
Oh, he
Bret Hart-
misses him. I mean, you really haven't seen a lot of real big moves from Hogan yet in this
No.
match. And boom, sidewalk slam.
That was almost a scrap buster.
Oh, there you go.
Hulking up.
Yep. It becomes invincible. I'm glad they don't do this kind of stuff anymore. Well,
don't
to
like-
this extent.
You don't like when Hulk hulking up? I love that,
Well,
dude.
it's
I
okay with-
I mark
with
out
Hulk.
for it all the time.
With Hulk doing it, it's great. I mean, this is awesome. But
I love
like,
to.
I don't think anybody else can pull it off anymore.
I used to love
A big boot
Tatanka.
is sick.
Big boot. I used to love Tatanka when he'd get into like his dance mode and he'd be dancing around, or Ultimate Warrior when he'd be impervious to pain. I used to love that.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying, as far as the way that the kind of era has turned now, I think it would be weird to see somebody just no sell punches after punches.
I could see a couple guys maybe like I could still see Kane no selling stuff like Demon
Yeah,
Kane and
Taker,
stuff like that. I could see
yeah,
that
Demon
Taker,
Kane.
Yeah.
Maybe even Ryback to an extent, but I mean, if he ever comes back.
Oh, nope. Nope.
Oh, it's the Dungeon of Doom.
Ooh, there's Kamala.
Sullivan. Oh, Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
Whatever name
Yeah.
he went by.
Hey, that's not Brutus Beefcake. That's the what
Here
the
comes
hell was
Earthquake
this?
and
Yeah,
Typhoon.
there's Earthquake. And
Lex Luger
they're
clearing
in
house.
there.
Well, seriously though, I mean, did he go and just buy that from Hunter Hearst Helmsley? Ruffled shirt and all. What are you doing here? Did you not see him come out earlier, Hope?
It's like, I'm showing you what your hair would look like if you had more hair on the top.
Yeah. And Macho Man and Sting.
The Zodiac. That's what I was trying to think this whole time of what the hell Beefcake called himself.
Bobby the Brain for president.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah. He's got the brain.
Randy Savage,
Yeah.
you just see just animated hand motions.
I know you saw that for no reason.
This is how you sell tickets and get people watching every week right here.
For the
Poor
NWO,
guys.
one of the biggest surprise entrances, man. That's nice. Not the NWO, the Outsiders.
Awesome. Good way to close it out too. Like, yeah, the people who really paid attention to wrestling back then were probably just marking out like crazy out there.
And I actually watched this Fall Brawl, and it wasn't terrible.
So many names, man. Look at this. It's crazy.
Well, it makes
Muscular
sense.
dystrophy.
It makes sense how they were beating WWF at the time because look at the
yeah.
star power they had in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Now the wrestling style was slightly different, and I wasn't used to that, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
Come back from commercial break. They're still arguing. Here's me and Jane to be mediator. The only world heavyweight champion. That's a good line.
yep.
Really legitimizes the company.
I've been where you've been. No, you haven't.
Yeah.
Mike. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I like how he says, "I'm tired of playing around with kids." And that's just a huge shot.
This is where the
at
big boys
WWF.
play. Yeah, that's where they got it. Lex Luger was not wrestling 5 years from now when he said that. Forever and a day.
Taking jabs at WWF. They're crazy.
Oh yeah.
This is a good promote. This is a good promo right now.
Hey, I was gonna say not only that, but like they're really making you want to watch this product. They've legitimized their title. You got some storyline going on. Macho Man keeps licking his chops back there. Maybe he just did some coke before he came out. I'm not sure.
Hey man, all I know is I want that beanie.
He looks pretty laser focused. That's all I know.
Oh yeah.
And Sting's just nodding his head.
Big matches of
there's
pay-per-view matches.
there's your
You know,
tune
watch
in
my
right
TV.
there.
Yep. What a great way to
Mhm.
end the show.
Put the title on the line next Monday.
Oh, there you go.
And there they go.
I watch these things, man, and as big of a fan as I am with WWE and everything, I just wonder if we can really have a day where we have this kind of star power again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just crazy.
What in the world is Mongo holding?
That's his puppy.
It's a
Or
demon
dog.
Chihuahua.
That Chihuahua is smiling and it is evil.
Dungeon of Doom, baby.
He's pointing at the dog. He's talking to the dog. He's not even talking to Bobby or Eric. Wow.
I love Bobby as a commentator, man.
Yeah, me too. He might have been a better commentator than he was a manager, but he was a great manager.
Yeah, that's
All right.
That's a tough.
Hey,
Yeah, there we go. That's the end of it right
That's
there.
it. So that was a very, very, very fast 45 minutes of time.
It did not feel like 45 minutes at all.
from beginning to end. So what did you guys think of the opening episode of Nitro?
I'll let you go first, Cedric.
Man, that's the way. Thanks, brother. That's the way to start, man. That's just like how Stanley was saying. You know, the first match was really fast paced, so that's what you were into off the bat. Like it's attractive. Then you had a slower pace fights with Ric Flair and Sting, even Hogan and Big Bubba. They were a little bit slower pace, but you still had some good action. And then definitely a promo, like you guys were saying. You know, it's amazing seeing Lex throw all those jabs to the WWF at the time, and then Hogan did the same thing. And knowing that Hogan was one of the bigger stars that WWF had moving to WCW, and then at the end, you know, hey, pay-per-view worthy match, for free on the next episode of Monday Night Nitro, of course I'm gonna watch. So yeah, it's a really good way to start. And then, like you guys said, at the mall for free, those guys made who knows how many thousands of fans just right there on the spot.
Yeah, and I mean, wrestling wasn't huge at that time, but Hulk Hogan was. So I mean, if you had an opportunity to see Hulk Hogan at that time, I mean, that's just nuts. Like, that's like when I got to go to a Nitro show in, this is 98 or 99, and Bret Hart wrestled on that show, and just being able to like have watched him wrestle one time, I was so stoked. So I couldn't even imagine being, back in 95 when Hulk was still in his prime. We're talking Bret Hart, the end of his career. So yeah, I couldn't even imagine. All right.
Yeah, man, they really sold that. That was a great way to start off the show. He, just like Cedric said, that fast-paced cruiserweight style to really draw in the fans. Like, what is going on down there? Then you have the more, I would say, as we discussed during that, Sting really wasn't the most technical, but you still had Ric Flair in there. People like the older crowd knew who Ric Flair was, and then you have the star power of Hulk Hogan, where everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is. So that was great.
Yeah, but Ric Flair never drew a dime, right? Wasn't that what Eric Bischoff said the one time? Anyway.
Yeah. That's because he spent all the times. Got to pay for those limousines somehow, right?
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so that was great, guys. We might have to do that again sometime. That was that went by just extraordinarily fast. I didn't believe it. It was fun hearing your guys' thoughts as the program progressed too. So, you guys ready to flip the switch and put your potential commentary hats on?
Try to do my best.
So welcome back to Jobber's Court. So we want to kind of take you into our minds as we kind of live a little bit of a dream of ours. We're gonna call some commentary here for a match. So if you guys want to follow along with us, we are still in 1995, the Great American Bash. And we're gonna be doing commentary for a match that pits Ric Flair versus Macho Man Randy Savage. Once again, we're going to be starting at 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 15 seconds into this pay-per-view. So I'd pause the podcast now, get yourself ready, and then when I say 3, 2, 1, play, which I'm about to do, don't hit the button yet. I didn't really say play, just kidding. So, but when I say 3, 2, 1, play, we're going to go ahead and get started, and then we'll do our introductions as commentators. So, you guys ready?
Rock and roll, baby.
All right. So, in 3, 2, 1, play. Hello and welcome. I'm the Rasquatch, Robert Rath. I'm going to be doing the head of commentary today. I got my broadcast partners. Who are you guys?
Mr. Outstanding here, and I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited for this match. The great one, the beautiful Ric Flair coming up against this bozo walking out. I mean, just look at this guy, Randy Savage. Can you believe this guy? What the heck is on his arms? What in the world is going on here?
I don't know.
You got me right here. You got the Wise with Our Wrestling. Woo! Not trying to be like Ric Flair, more like the Randy Macho Man Savage. What he's got as his arm, he's got Flair and a headlock.
Wow. Well, I got to stop you right there, because why would you not want to be Ric Flair, man? The guy's got Rolexes. He's got limousines. He's got beautiful women all around him at all times. Just look at the guy right there. Beautiful suit. The guy's just gorgeous, man. Why would you not want to be Ric Flair?
Well, I think that the main thing between this is you can just see the intensity of this rivalry already. Rick just sitting to the side. You got Macho and Hulk here scheming something in the back. But what's your problem with Randy?
Randy, look at him right there, just right there in general. He's got Earthquake down there on his knees and just beating him. And then right here, is that Jimmy Snuka? Who is that attacking him?
That's
whoever that is, man. That is Ric Flair. Oh my gosh, look at him. A hero in disguise coming in to rescue. It's just like Superman jumping out of the telephone booth.
Jimmy Snuka, really? All right.
Hey, it's the long black hair, man.
Okay.
I just can't stand this.
Look,
This Randy
long
Savage
black
guy,
hair.
man. It's so fake.
Well, he's the face of the company, though. You know, you got Randy, you got Hulk. Where is Hulk? You know, he should be out there helping out Randy right now. But
there's Hulk right there. Oh, no, wait a minute.
I mean, he can't even compete with Ric Flair, man.
And
Yes, there is.
What is
There's
this
Hulk right
guy?
there. He's getting beat up.
He's
Oh,
got to
not
be.
Hulk, that's-
He's got to be 70. That he's beating up. He's gonna get arrested for beating up the elderly.
Hey, you just wish that you were 70 years old and you can do what Ric Flair's doing right now.
I thought Rick was 70 right there.
Oh, come on, Arn. This is uncalled for, is what this is. This is not
Are you
wrestling.
kidding me?
This is
guy-
beating up an old man.
This guy jumped into a wrestling ring, a professional ring, and he had no business belonging there. Ric Flair gave him exactly what he deserved for stepping out of his bounds.
Rick Flair's getting what he deserves. And so is Arn.
Yep. So yeah,
So is everybody else.
Ric Flair.
Look at that stud Alex Wright right there. Randy trying to, impart some wisdom on that young man.
He's gonna impart something, all right.
Well, Randy may have some wisdom here, but Ric Flair is the wisest man that ever stepped in that ring. He's going to teach Randy Savage a few things tonight.
He's not as wise as the wise old owl of wrestling, though.
I'm still trying to figure out where you got your degree from.
I haven't stepped into the ring yet, but I am the wisest to have not stepped into a ring.
So, what makes this match mean even more is it's for the United States heavyweight title. These guys have battled out in a tournament to get to this point, to even get to the point where they could wrestle for that title. Obviously, gonna close this pay-per-view today, so definitely means a lot to either one of these guys to even be here. And here comes Randy.
Let's see what this bozo has to say right now. I mean, the guy is always hyped up. He was always spouting off nonsense. What does he got to say?
Well, I got goosebumps now awaiting this match.
I gotta be honest with you, man. That was all intensity right there. Nobody more intense than the Macho Man.
Mean Gene looks impressed.
Seems like he wants to fall sideways, but he's holding on. See the mic.
That was a good one.
And the Macho Man just full of intensity. Look at that pose is like surprise. It's beautiful. I just love it.
It's time for everybody to shut up and watch greatness enter this arena. Ric Flair, everybody.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Oh, hey, I said it's time to be quiet. Look at this guy. The guy just screams ability, man. The guy is a superstar. The guy is a walking, living legend. I mean, just class all around.
I thought you told us to be quiet.
That's right. So be quiet.
All right. Ric Flair.
Cedric, I bet that robe costs more than you make in 5 years. I bet that costs more than you make in 50 years.
That robe costs more than your house does. That's what Rick would say.
And you know what? You probably had like 5 houses before you could afford that robe. That's just how much of a superstar and how much of a man Ric Flair is. And who who better to represent the United States than Ric Flair? I mean, come on.
Yeah, of course. He's paying child support for how many?
I don't know, but this crowd is geeked.
That's beside the point. He can afford it.
Crowd is geeked. They're ready for Randy. Waiting. Where is he? We just saw him.
And he decided not to show up. Like, he's scared of Ric Flair, man.
It's making you want him even more.
I don't really think Macho Man's scared of anything.
Well, where is he? He hasn't shown up yet.
In Ohio.
Ric Flair's in the ring. He's ready to go, man.
Yeah, to go out.
See? He's scared, man.
There he is.
There he is. I guess he did decide to show up.
He had to get some extra oil on the front there.
A little bit scared there, but
I hope the referee checks him to make sure that's legal oil there, and so Ric Flair can get a proper grip on him when he tries to drop in that figure 4 letter tonight.
I don't see how that would affect his legs.
Well, you got to get him down on the ground. You're arguing semantics here. You got to come to the point here.
There's legend Angelo Poffo.
I guess he does know where his father is.
What a great moment this is for all of us to get to see a legend like that come to the ring. And that just goes to show you, Rick tried to do a number on him, and he's still making it to the ring. He wasn't going to miss this.
Well, like I said, he had no business being in that ring. He's an old man.
So is Rick.
Which makes it even worse that Rick beats him up, don't you think?
No, like I said, he had no business jumping in that ring. Ric Flair is a professional athlete, and he had to do everything he could to protect himself. And sometimes when you're protecting yourself, the best offense is a better defense. Or the best defense is a better offense. That's what I meant to say.
Somebody's been drinking on the job. Well, Hooter.
Beautiful Hooters girl going to come over and take Randy Savage's gear.
Yeah, it's because unlike Ric Flair, Randy Savage couldn't afford a high-class lady.
Oh, wow. Huh. I apologize to our sponsor, Hooters, for WCW here. Great American Bash
Look
95.
At that. Randy Savage isn't even waiting for the bell before he goes and attacks him. You got to at least give the man time to react. There you go, just like Ric Flair.
There you go.
Those
React with that elbow
chops.
to the face.
Well, we got these guys jumping out the gate already. Randy's just on fire here on Rick. Big elbow in the corner. And up, huge body drop. Momentum already on Randy's side.
It is not looking good for Ric Flair, but you know what? I have faith. Ric Flair is just going to step outside. See, he's stepping outside the ring, and he's going to take his time, catch his breath.
What is he doing?
So it's Macho Man. So it's Macho Man.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Holy moly!
He's picking Rick up off the ground now. You can see the intensity in Macho Man's face. He's ready for this match. Oh, and of course,
like
thumb to the eye.
An unfair advantage. Okay, there you go. You guys got to give him some separation. See, look at that. The crowd loves Ric Flair. Who doesn't love Ric Flair, man?
I know who. Macho Man.
Oh.
Well, I mean, after you beat up a man's dad, I can only imagine, just the heat, the intensity. It's got to be there. He's got to be ready. Rick's going to have to weather this storm. Oh!
And just like that, just like the true professional he is, the pure wrestler he is, he has a reversal for everything. Driving.
Pure wrestler. Reversing into the corner there.
You can see Rick's trying to gather himself here. Breaking the count.
He rolls back into the ring, breaks the count. Now, how smart of this is of Ric Flair, using the entire environment to his advantage.
I think that guy went out for a kiss. I'm just me.
Maybe. Oh.
Hey, man. Who wouldn't want to kiss Ric Flair? The man is beautiful. Look at that right hand.
He is
Nobody
a kiss
delivers
stealing.
a right hand.
He is a kiss stealing, wheeling dealing son of a gun. Oh. Just hitting Randy from behind.
Beautiful. Beautiful axe handle. Perfectly executed by Ric Flair.
Now he's just putting the boots to the face of the Macho Man. He's just watching outside. There's children present.
Oh, hey, it's like Rick always says. In order to be the man, you got to beat the man. And you can't beat the man when you're laying on the ground.
No, that's
he meant
true,
Macho
but
Man.
you also can't win the match out on the floor. You got to get him back in the ring, which is finally, he gets him back in there, and this match can get back to where it needs to be between the ropes.
Are you trying to tell me, Wrath, that Ric Flair can't beat Macho Man inside the ropes? The guy is a pure technician. Look at those chops. Oh,
Oh, look at that very legal close fist to the face, huh?
Wow,
there.
The referee scolded him, doing his job.
Randy may have one punch, but for every one punch, Ric Flair has got 3 or 4 of them coming back. And he gives him the snapmare.
Mr. Poffo looking on, looks concerned for his son. Huge knee drop.
And you know what? He should be concerned for his son, because Ric Flair is about to just make him look silly, look like a little child compared to the experience and wisdom that Ric Flair has in that ring.
I think his dad just was telling him something. I couldn't hear what he said. But Ric Flair now trying to goad him in there.
And I was telling him, I love you, son, but you need to give up. You're no match for Ric Flair.
Oh, pull of the hair there by Rick.
Oh, look at the suplex out of nowhere. Oh, not yet.
I don't think Randy knows exactly where he is. Oh, here he's starting to get that guy to fire in.
You know what the good thing is? He knows where Rick is at the end of his fist.
Well, you're in a match. You've raised the ire of Randy Savage as he just starts teeing off with lefts and rights.
And Ric Flair goes down. And look at that. He's using the ropes with aggression. What kind of child can root for Randy Savage when he's clearly breaking the rules right there?
I have to partially agree with you there, Hulkster. It's tough to see, but he is using the 5 count. But I think this is just...
He respects the rules.
I think Randy's so emotional, over the way this match has been and everything that happened with Mr. Poffo. You can imagine there's some bad blood here, and he's out to hurt Ric Flair.
Well, I can only imagine that Ric Flair doesn't want to win this match by disqualification. I mean, of course he'll take it because a win's a win, and he's going to be the United States champion. But Randy Savage, man, the guy is just a pure bad guy, cheating, just deliberately cheating here. The referee needs to step in, pull him off there, or disqualify him and just give the belt to Ric Flair here.
Well,
Look at that. Rick's on the ropes. Why is the ref not breaking the count here? Come on.
Oh.
One of the best at doing that.
Ouch, jeez, right into that steel barricade.
Another attack from behind. I guess you're going to say here that it's okay for Randy Savage to do that, but when Ric Flair was doing it, you were crying foul. What do you got to say about that?
I would say he's returning the favor.
I would say I love it.
Favor. Ric Flair's about to return the favor by returning him to the ring.
Oh, he's going to the top.
Oh, big mistake. Oh, there you go.
We don't normally see him up top. But, whoa. Watch out, Rick.
I think that's a sign. I think that's a sign that Ric Flair is starting to get a little desperate in this match.
I don't know. He's just trying to give the crowd a good show. But look at this. Oh, man. Ric Flair just doesn't have a chance right now. He's just being thrown into the ring. And again, pinned to the corner. Got to get him out of that corner, ref.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You got him over the corner to the outside.
Oh,
come on,
see?
not really?
This is just uncalled for.
Well,
what did Mr. Poffo do there? What did he do there? He didn't do anything.
You're not watching the same screen that I am here. Poffo stood up, cane in hand. He was ready to attack Ric Flair. Again, Ric Flair had to defend himself. See, now the referee is doing his damn job. He's stepping in there and getting in between him and Poffo.
Macho was just enjoying the miracle of Poffo standing up. Let him enjoy
it. Hey, you can't make me laugh. That's not what All right, so we've got... there is... Oh, my goodness.
Come on.
Beautiful
really?
knee breaker right on top of the barricade. That's what you call using every bit of the arena to your advantage. Smart wrestling. And that's why Ric Flair will be always a living legend.
I cannot
disagree. Until the day, unfortunately, he passes away. But this man is just so smart in everything he does.
I cannot disagree with you on how intelligent that move was. Maybe less than savory, perhaps, using the barricade in such a way. But definitely intelligent.
I guess nobody told the ref that this was not a no DQ match, but continue.
Well, he's letting them be lenient. And I guess in this instance, it kind of makes sense. This is a title, it's for a prestigious title. and you kind of want a winner, and you don't want to end it that way. You got to give the crowd
Made even more prestigious by Kalisto. Let me just remind everybody that.
Oh, jeez, another chop block. Oh,
yeah, that chop block is just so beautiful. You know, when he can't get him up high, he goes down low. Nobody does multiple levels better than Rick Flair. Woo! And now look at this. He's setting him up for a figure four. No, he's going for the knee. Going for the knee. He's just wearing him down. Oh,
well, I can tell you that's not so much for your knee, but for your hamstrings. Just imagine the stretching and the tearing that's going on. You could tear somebody's hamstring real easy with a move like that.
And just like Ric Flair, just classic.
Oh my gosh, I think I saw Little Rick. I think I just saw Little Rick. I'm just letting everybody know. Don't pause it.
Oh,
every woman in the crowd's going wild now.
Randy Savage is literally fighting for his livelihood here. Ric Flair has been trying to hurt him this entire match, and not just hurt in a method to pin someone or submit someone, but to put them out of commission.
And that just shows you the intelligence behind Ric Flair with everything he does. I mean, sure, he may have a few moments where, you know, Randy Savage may catch him off guard, but the legs of Randy Savage are getting taken apart piece by piece, and eventually he's not going to be able to stand up.
I was going to say take a break, Macho, but I think after the whole piece by piece comment, no, don't take the break.
Here we go.
It's going to break.
Figure four. It's over. It's over. Come on, Randy. You know you're going to tap right in front of your father. Come on, show him what kind of a man you are. Tap, tap, tap.
Randy Savage will not tap out, but, oh, of course, Ric Flair using the ropes. Randy's trying to tell him.
I bet you Mr. Outstanding is saying, no, he just saw the right move, so let's
saying I quit.
stop it.
There's
no quitting.
How does this happen? How does the referee not see the rope?
That's because the referee's doing his job. Randy Savage is laying right flat on the mat. He's got to be counting that pinfall. Why he's not counting right now, I don't even know.
He's doing the job he got paid for by Rick.
Oh, you know,
how dare you? How dare you accuse Ric Flair of paying off a referee? He is a legitimate man, a legitimate sportsman.
Just think of the pressure Randy Savage has, though. He's here, his dad's here. He's trying not to submit right now. I couldn't even imagine being in this position. He needs to get this figure four turned over, though. Otherwise, this match is going to end fairly quick.
That's easier said than done.
Outstanding. That's the one thing that none of his ex-wives have ever accused him of pain.
Hey, if you can't handle the man, you shouldn't be with the man.
Woo! So, there he is. Got it turned over. Now the pressure is reversed back onto Ric Flair's leg. And
now Ric Flair's got to reach out for that rope. He's got to break this or flip him back over. That's got to be so painful.
But unfortunately, I think the damage may have already been done. You see Randy barely able to stand, although still putting in some good punches there from the bottom.
Even with one leg, that man can beat the crap out of you.
Well, only time will tell here. But he's having a hard time.
Just right back to the leg. Anytime Randy Savage tries to gain any type of momentum, Ric Flair just grounds him. He just grinds you out as a wrestler.
It's like I've been telling you this whole match. The guy is so much smarter. Now he's going back up to the top rope. I hope nothing bad happens here. Here we go. Oh, no!
Randy moved just in time, but now it's just going to turn into a slugfest here. Randy Savage seems unfazed by those punches, but so does Ric Flair. Back and forth they're going.
Come on, Randy.
I got to say, Randy Savage is not a man I would want to go hit for hit with, but Ric Flair, he's still on his feet.
Oh. Neither John Jones.
Oh. And again, he's still on his feet. Look at that. Just beautiful agility by Ric Flair. You wish
to the face. Good job.
Flair, for the third time, tried to go high risk here. I think he just needs to keep his feet on the ground. I think he thinks that he might need to hit a big move like that to beat Randy.
And his back. There you go. Come on, Randy.
Oh, Randy going up top for that big elbow drop.
You got a big high-stakes match here. You got to pull everything out of the hat to get that title.
There he goes.
There Randy up top.
Better. Oh, Randy's bleeding.
Big elbow.
Nice elbow.
1, 2.
And there's the...
Why, Randy? You gotta pin him. You gotta beat him.
And that just shows you how foolish, Randy, and why he's going to lose this match. Because he had the match won, and like an idiot, like a stupid idiot, he picks him up and just walks out of the ring. Now look at him. He's going back to his cheating ways.
No,
Randy.
He wants to hurt Ric Flair. I think at this point, Randy has given up on wanting to win that title, and he just wants to hurt Ric Flair.
Either that or he wants to ring the bell. That was his dream, just ring the bell.
See, all that blood
Ric Flair's bell.
Randy's face. He knows he can't beat Ric Flair. He's got to take measures into his own hands, and he's going to get disqualified and lose this match.
Oh, Randy.
How foolish of Randy Savage.
Try to go back up top again. This time, though, Rick rolling out of the ring. Randy up top. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
So smart of Ric Flair to move out of the way. He saw it out of the corner of his eye, and with the lightning fast speed that Ric Flair has, Randy jumps out at the last second.
Randy may be cut on his cheek area, and Rick's going to target that now, seeing the blood coming out.
Such a smart move, just hammering away. Randy Savage just doesn't have any breath left in him.
Well, I mean, what's he supposed to do? He just got the wind knocked out of him, and now he's got another man punching him in the face. So he's got to take a breather here, but Rick keeps breaking the count.
Now, why is the ref so concerned about a man that's going to take him like 2 weeks just to get to where Ric Flair and Macho Man's at? Come on now. Come on,
the man's got a weapon in his hand with that cane. You don't know what he's going to do with that cane. I don't know what he's going to do with that cane.
Look, he's not Freddie Blassie. He's not Freddie Blassie. It's not like he's going to blast him with it. Oh.
See,
well, he's not going to blast him.
So too soon. Look at that. The referee needs to disqualify and instantly award Ric Flair the match here. That is a classic example of cheating. Why have you not called this match over? This match is already over. Ric Flair should be declared the winner and the new champion right now. What are you doing, referee?
Well, now Rick has a cane, though, in the ring, and referee doesn't seem to be paying any attention. And oh, my goodness.
Jose Canseco will be proud.
Good night.
It's like you said earlier, turnabout is fair play. That cane was used against him. Now he's using it to pick up the win. And ladies and gentlemen, right there, your winner.
This is a tragedy that the title has to change hands in such a way, though. No decisive winner in this one, without interference, without any assistance. Ric Flair did not beat Randy Savage. He hit him with a cane, an illegal foreign object, to win this match.
You're crazy. We witnessed it just a few seconds ago, just a few minutes ago. Randy Savage was laying lifeless in a bloody heap on the side of the ring. He couldn't have done anything to come back from that.
And what's worse is Angelo there. He needs to get his cane back, and now he's taking it from him. He can't even stand up and move around.
He's getting what he deserves for trying to attack Ric Flair, your new United States champion.
I must say I feel bad for Randy Savage, but a heartfelt moment here with him and his father as he takes his hand. Man, I want to see the replay of that for sure when he hits him with that cane, because I just want everybody that's watching at home to understand that this is how the title changes hands. Randy Savage did not submit. Randy Savage was pinned, but he wasn't pinned legally. This win really means nothing for Ric Flair. And all it does
meaningful, I was going to say, as meaningful as it was to have his dad there, unfortunately, that was the distraction that was the downfall. That and the cane.
I think Randy had a little bit too much emotion going into this match. I think he really was too worried about. Oh, here's the replay. Turns around and he clobbered him with the end of that right in the side of his neck. Nobody gets up from that. I don't care who you are.
I'll tell you what, if Ric Flair is such a great athlete that if he wanted to, he could be a dual sport athlete, go play in the Major League Baseball, and he'd be hitting home runs left and right with a swing like that. Just beautiful.
Hey,
and again,
this match was a home run, but
this match was definitely a home run, and it'll be marked as a home run win for Ric Flair, your new United States champion. It just goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, you come to a match with every advantage you can possibly think of, except for wrestling ability. He came in there with his father with a weapon in hand and still couldn't get the job done against Ric Flair.
This is sickening.
It does make me ill, Cedric, that he had to lose in such a manner, but should open up an opportunity for Randy down the road though to challenge for a rematch. So
just don't leave you that, I hope.
That is how Great American Bash is going to end, and we hope that you've enjoyed our commentary on this match, guys. How did you feel going through that match, doing commentary as opposed to watching it the way you would just watch it normally?
It was tough, to be honest with you. I thought I'd be doing a lot more play-by-play, but I really enjoyed your play-by-play. Kind of really breaking it down and being a moderator between us. That was different. It was very different.
Yeah, well,
it wasn't too much moderating. It wasn't too much moderating to do, man. I really didn't know what to say. I was trying to do my best Brian Saxton, thinking about what would he say. What would he say? Nah, I think I did more of a Corey Graves in his first episode on Raw than I did Brian Sexton. So
that's so funny because that's how I felt too. But he picked it up on this last episode. I liked it a lot. But
for sure.
Yeah, but I will say if we decide to do that again, guys, we'll reverse roles and we'll see what happens. We'll get someone else doing play-by-play. That's the golden part about commentary and doing those types of things that I really enjoy is, as a play-by-play analyst, my whole job is to call the action, to try to emit that the crowd into the match by building the match through the stakes and through that, and just making the people watching the event feel for the match. You guys doing the color aspect of it, that's where you really get to pull the emotion out of the people watching it. Either you want the heel to lose because you can't stand that the other guy who's doing commentary is just talking up all these just horrible things that he's doing, and on the other end you want the face to win just to overcome the odds. So yeah, I love doing stuff like that. So
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, changing pace here, we're gonna get down to what we do best, the round table, and that's discuss wrestling topics. So we really hope you just enjoyed something different that we were just really trying to throw out there. We just wanted to have a little bit of fun this week. So not a whole lot on the docket to talk about this week as far as breaking news. But I did read something about the WWE possibly doing King of the Ring again. And I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on if you think they should even bother. Cedric, what do you think?
I've read a lot of comments on the King of the Ring, and I think a lot of folks are just basing it on what they've seen these past few really bad attempts to it. I think that if they go back to the roots, the way it used to be, where all the matches, not so much the whole qualifier thing, but just the match itself. You had the winner would have to fight at least 3 times in one pay-per-view. And that should be the focus. Your main focus of King of the Ring should be the actual King of the Ring matches. Once you start bringing other stuff from the outside and make that the focus, it's not going to work. So if they go back to their roots and follow the formula that worked at one point, I don't see why they shouldn't get back to what they used to be. But unfortunately, based on the reaction that I've read online, there will be a lot of folks that won't even give it a shot. So, but if they go back to their roots, I for one will be excited.
If you could, who would you pick to win a King of the Ring? I mean, obviously not knowing anyone that's in it so far, but if you had to pick, say it's it could be either roster, but say you got a guy that you could see in there as being your King of the Ring, who would it be?
If it was Raw, definitely I would give it to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens right now to me is one of the best wrestlers there is in that brand. Definitely he would not let you forget that he's the king of the ring. And if it was SmackDown, Bray Wyatt would also be one of those that would turn the whole king thing into something else. I'm pretty sure he would literally not be a king booker, but he would definitely remind the folks of the system. But those are 2 wrestlers that I think are definitely in line for a big break.
Well, Hawkster, how do you feel about it?
I don't think they should do it They just did not do it before WrestleMania. We're already, just a few months away from SummerSlam. We're going to be going into Survivor Series. We're kind of ramping up the last half of the year, and that's usually when wrestling really starts getting good. I would save it for after WrestleMania, and I'm kind of split between how I would want it to actually be formatted out. The way I really want to see it done is have, say, 8 guys on Raw, 8 guys on SmackDown, and have your qualifying matches during the week, during Raw and during SmackDown, and then have your actual network special be the full tournament, be the 8 guys who qualified. So 4 from each show, and then have them. So you have the Raw bracket and you have the SmackDown bracket. So that the final match is Raw versus SmackDown, and whoever wins that would be the King of the Ring. And I don't want to see title holders in it. And the main reason I say that is because when you have a title holder lose in a tournament, I think it kind of diminishes the title a little bit, drops some of that prestige. But what I would really like to see, I kind of agree with Cedric. I think King KO would definitely be watchable TV.
What if it was SmackDown, Brad, that won it?
I do like the Bray Wyatt potential there. I think he definitely needs something to lift him up if he's not going to have a title run anytime soon. But as far as a final matchup, I don't think I would like to see KO versus Bray Wyatt, heel versus heel. Now, they could definitely put on a great match. I'm not going to say that or talk down to that at all. But if it's not Bray Wyatt from SmackDown, I honestly think that I would like to see probably either Dolph Ziggler or maybe even Apollo Crews to give him kind of a rub and a little nudge towards the upper mid card, maybe even lower main card. But that I don't think he's ready for probably a few more years. So maybe not this year for Apollo Crews. So I would say, either Bray Wyatt or Dolph Ziggler if Dolph doesn't cash in or doesn't take the title anytime soon.
All right. So, guys, picture this, right? You talked about we don't want to do it before WrestleMania. We've only got a couple really big pay-per-views left, or network specials left before WrestleMania. What if I told you, if it were up to me, we would rename the King of the Ring to the Survivor Series and make the Survivor Series a tournament, whereas the winner becomes King of the Ring, and then I would want to see the Survivor Series go back to, you have a world title, maybe one other title defended, but then maybe 1 or 2 traditional Survivor Series matches, and then the rest of it be the Survivor Series, which is where the actual people would be competing for King of the Ring. I don't know how you guys would feel about something like that, but I could see you could tie, because otherwise the Survivor Series isn't a series anymore. It really makes no sense as a name for a network special. But if I had to pick a winner, I think back to the original King of the Ring, which they kind of started for Bret Hart because Hulk Hogan had won the heavyweight title, and they kind of feel like they need to give Bret Hart a rub. What about a guy like Cesaro, who's obviously a little bit disgruntled lately with how everything's been going with him? I would love to see him maybe, be that guy that they select. Yeah, he's not the champion, but he's a better wrestler than all the rest of these guys out here, and I could see Cesaro definitely becoming King of the Ring.
The King of Swing.
The King of Swing.
King of the Ring.
King of the Ring. Exactly. See?
That would be pretty awesome.
Book it.
That actually would be pretty awesome. I like that. Now, honestly, I do like the Survivor Series angle. The only, I guess, put off for me is I love those big Survivor elimination tag team matches. And when I think of Survivor Series, I always think of that big tag team match.
Yeah, but they only did one last year.
Yeah.
In the whole series.
Yeah, true enough.
And it was on the pre-show.
True enough.
Yeah,
But,
I would love to see it go back because, dude, I loved it in the late '80s when you'd watch Survivor Series. You didn't have to worry about titles changing hands. You didn't have to worry about all that, but you got to see clusters of people together that you would otherwise never see. So it was awesome, having Team Hogan versus Team whoever, out there, Sergeant Slaughter or whatever. I think the one year it was just Hogan and Ultimate Warrior versus Iron Sheik and Sergeant Slaughter and General Adnan, and just seeing that kind of stuff where you can build these elimination tag tournaments, you just don't get to see that except that once a year, and then now they haven't even really been playing it up. Cedric, what would you think about that if they try to do something like that for Survivor Series?
I've always been a fan of the traditional Survivor Series itself. So,
me too.
And like I said, both, if they wouldn't have messed with the format with both, because I think both pay-per-views have long been what they originally were when they started. So to me, if they just go back to the roots on both pay-per-views, there's no reason why it wouldn't work. That's just what I think.
Yeah, I'm completely okay with the King of the Ring having a title match in it too. So like if you still want your Intercontinental title or your World Heavyweight title, whatever, defended, because you need a filler match in between the finals. So have your semifinals. Then whenever they have whoever the final two are going to be, put that title match in there as the block, and then you have the guys come out and do their final match. It should be the easiest groupings of matches to book because it's
and that's the thing, and that's the thing. Like if it's King of the Ring, you end with whoever the two finalists are for the King of the Ring title or moniker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That if you have the King of the Ring match anytime before that, it just doesn't make sense because your focus goes into something else. Just like the Survivor Series matches, there's nothing wrong. To me, there's nothing wrong with your most high-profile two teams in Survivor Series ending Survivor Series, or the two finalists ending King of the Ring. But it just messes up when all of a sudden they're your first match, and then you end with something else. It's not the pay-per-view anymore. It's something completely different.
No, I completely agree with you guys there. I just hope they look at the original way they did it, because the first King of the Ring is one of the best. It was one of the best pay-per-views that whole year. I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, you had Hart versus Perfect, and then they went on. They went on to battle Bret Hart versus Razor Ramon in the second round, and then Bret Hart eventually beating Bam Bam Bigelow in the finals, and all of them were such different matches, such great matches, and in their own right. So I know if they could just.
What I missed. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, say if they could just find a way to get back to that, it would be great.
Yeah, what I miss a lot is kind of like what we were talking about with Cesaro, just building up a character and setting him up for like a big time success. Kind of what we thought the Andre the Giant Memorial was going to be like. Because I mean, who doesn't remember when Stone Cold won King of the Ring beating Jake the Snake Roberts? That just escalated and just put him on a rocket ship out to space, to quote Ultimate Warrior there. I mean, Stone Cold freaking just jumped leaps and bounds after winning King of the Ring.
Yeah, and another thing, I think people get too caught up with the gimmick of King of the Ring. It's like after they win King of the Ring, they got to wear the crown and the cape. That never happened. I mean, after Bret Hart won that, he never wore it again. After the only person who really played on it was Owen Hart, and that's because that totally fit his character. And then, of course, King Booker. It's just one of those things to where like it didn't work for Mr. Stu Sanders or Wade Barrett. It didn't work for him because that just wasn't his type of character, So
he played it off to the best of his ability, but it really killed a lot of the Bad News Barrett thing that was just red hot.
Yeah, I just think if you're gonna do that, don't expect them to walk around with a scepter. Just let them mention it. I beat 8 other men, 16 other men, whatever you want to do to play up the fact that they they won this tournament. That's all you need to do. Quit trying to put a scepter and a crown on their, every time they go out and do that. But anyway, I guess that's where I'm at with King of the Ring. You guys have anything else to add?
I just want to say, how stupid would it be for Bray Wyatt to walk out with a crown and a scepter? King Wyatt! Oh my God. Like, if you want to kill a push and kill a character, that's how you do it.
Yeah. Although he would kind of look like King Robert Baratheon from Game of Thrones. So,
knowing him, he will cope with something really almost sacrilegious, like a thorn crown or something.
Yeah, a crown of thorns.
Actually,
I could see him playing that. Would be badass. And he throws the crown. Yeah, his first promo, it's a big crown of thorns he's got on his head. That would be pretty epic.
Oh man, I would watch that. I will say that.
All right, so we got about a good solid 10-15 minutes. So why don't we go ahead and get into any praise or rants of the week? You guys got anything?
What you got, old wise owl?
Just continuous praise to the CWC. Really good matches. Just letting folks be able to experience different styles, especially for those that have just stayed WWE faithfuls and don't really see anything outside of the WWE. It's kind of nice to see different styles come into wrestling, introducing people. Gallagher for example, or Gallagher as they pronounced it. That catch can style. Old European style, and just seeing some lucha style from some of the guys. To see some of the guys from Middle Kingdom also show their hybrid of martial arts lucha style wrestling that they have going on. It was pretty awesome, and just some really, really good wrestling, and just showing how two guys who are really good friends outside the ring, like Ciampa and Gargano, if I'm not mistaken, just seeing how they mesh into the ring. So it's just really good wrestling, really good commentating. Shout out to the good commentators out there, because obviously it's not an easy job, and just hopefully whatever this formula that's working, hopefully they'll continue it, because right now I know somebody who needs a really good formula, and that will be SmackDown. So Raw's doing pretty good, CWC's doing pretty good, NXT's doing pretty good. Let's see if whatever they're doing finally transitions into SmackDown. Let's give them an opportunity, but they definitely need some work.
Hulkster, you have anything?
All right. Well, mine's going to be more of a announcement, more of a shout out, if you will. We all heard about the promotion, and it's been going on for weeks and weeks, about Lana and Rusev. And they're not getting married. Congratulations to both of them. I hope you guys have a very happy and successful life and careers. But I also want to give a shout out to the boss, Sasha Banks. She got married to her longtime boyfriend, Mikaze.
Say it ain't so.
She is now off the market, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. This is both a praise and a rant. So take it for what you will. But Sasha Banks, the boss, is now the boss of another man.
Isn't that the truth? Anyway, cool. Yeah, congratulations to both of them for sure. Lana, keep putting up the good fight. You'll have Rusev losing another 10-15 pounds. So for me, I want to rant a little bit. Mine, maybe not wrestling related, but I really don't care. So, for all you who don't know, Suicide Squad's out right now in the movie theater, right? And
hey, no spoilers. I'm seeing it after we end tonight. No spoilers.
Haven't watched it. I just want to say, I was lurking around some of the pages today, and there were people saying how Suicide Squad was, in fact, actually, Rolling Stone said that Suicide Squad made the new Fantastic Four movie look like a good movie. That's how bad it was. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt because Kevin Smith said that it was a good movie. So yeah, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But a lot of people who follow DC Comics make fun of the Marvel movies and say that they're cheesy and they're no good. Stop that. They all make great movies, and we're all just comic book fans, just like we're all wrestling fans for those who are. So just go watch it. Try to stay objective, and hopefully Will Smith doesn't try to upstage everybody. All right.
The funny thing.
What's that? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I haven't watched the movie yet, but the funny thing is that they said the same thing about the Superman versus Batman movie.
Oh, don't even get me started.
I read somewhere that they said that this Suicide Squad actually made the Batman versus Superman movie good. We bought it. We bought the 3-hour long edition.
Mm-hmm.
My kids enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Could it have been better? Yeah, my opinion. But I enjoyed the movie, and that's at the end of the day, that's what you need to do. But when you start a movie, from the moment that you heard, oh, Ben Affleck's gonna play Batman, and you start criticizing the crap out of it, of course you're not gonna like it. That's like anything. If you start with a negative attitude before you watch a match, before you watch a movie, before you go to a amusement park, how are you gonna enjoy it? You're already starting so negative. One thing is not to have expectations high, but I don't know. I just enjoy things. This whole putting things against each other. Just enjoy the movie for what it's worth. And for what I've seen on the previews, all the characters look amazing. It seems like Harley Quinn is one of the big characters, and no complaints. So
yeah, I think to me, if Brock Lesnar takes you to Suplex City, then I'm pretty sure that Batman versus Superman takes you to Plot Hole City, because that movie had so many plot holes in it. But I digress.
Just say about hating. Come on.
I just say, I just watch movies for to enjoy a movie. I know there's people that have to dissect the movie to the point that Titanic didn't make any sense to it. You know what I'm saying? I just watch a movie for what it's worth, unless it's a documentary or it's something supposedly based on a real life story, and you're like, yeah, that has nothing to do with the real life story. I try not to compare it to books, comics, or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch it for what it's worth. Because if you go with that mentality, I'm gonna compare it to something else, then 9 out of 10 times I think it will mess it up. Look at Resident Evil. I know people who hate Resident Evil because it doesn't do nothing with the game. I just enjoy the movie for what it's worth. And the actress.
Yeah. So, one other thing for me, and this is more of a funny story more than anything. Did any of you follow up at all that the WWE talking about Big E's injury? Have any of you been following that?
Yeah, the club tearing him down, yeah.
So, apparently Big E
No idea what you guys are talking about.
On Monday Night Raw, Big E, they were attacked by the club. New Day was. And they showed Big E in the back needing medical attention. So I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure it's a work injury, but apparently he suffered a contusion to his groin, aka your penis.
It's Big D.
Well, it is now, if you got a contusion on it. And I just want to say, if it's a real injury, congratulations. That's one of the best angles you could ever use now. If it's not, and they decided to do that as a work, why? Why would you go for the bruised penis? But anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. I was following a little bit of news this week, and that's what I got to see. Cedric, your thoughts on Big E's bruised penis? Oh, take that as a no comment. Oh, Cedric just lost power in his house. Fantastic.
I guess he lost his Big E.
Yeah, I was saying. All right. I guess
But yeah,
we can end the podcast. Hold
that
on.
sounds good to me.
Let me just
Great show.
Let me just
And
let me make sure we go here. So before we go, I just want to say thanks you guys for reviewing. We're gonna have to do that again. I thought that was a lot of fun. And then commentary will definitely flip roles next time. I'll look forward to being a stereotypical just face announcer maybe next time, and we'll make Cedric do play-by-play or something. But hey, if you guys have feedback for us, if you enjoyed this review that we did of the first episode of Nitro, let us know, and we can take on a few more of these things. We could do an episode of Raw sometime. We could do part of a pay-per-view. We could just do a match where we're just talking through it. But let us know your thoughts and feelings. But other than that, Cedric's I blew Cedric's mind. Maybe that doesn't sound right. I blew Cedric's mind with a Big E penis joke, and he lost power in his house. So, with that being said, I'm going to sign off for the Wise Old Owl of Wrestling, and I also want to thank Mr. Outstanding for being here, and had a great time. Until next time, Jobber's Court is adjourned.